Hello! Today I'm going to share with you how we detect cancer using artificial intelligence and how we ensure that these tools are being used by medical professionals. But first, I want to introduce you to Jacob, who is our true inspiration. He was lucky to win his battle with cancer. Because of him, we have learned firsthand how inefficient and slow the process of cancer diagnosis is. Being engineers and entrepreneurs, we decided to do something about it. First, we created algorithms for different types of cancers, which won a prestigious international competition twice in a row. However, that was just the beginning. The question was how to implement these tools in the real world. The current diagnostic workflow around the world is as follows. First, a digital scan is taken, usually using MRI or CT scanners. Next, a radiologist is examining the scan, looking for signs of tumor. If the result is positive, a biopsy procedure is undertaken, and a pathologist examines the sample under a microscope. If that examination is positive, then a panel of doctors make a decision on the type of treatment. During the treatment, the diagnostic workflow might be repeated multiple times to assess the treatment progress or outcome. For patients, the diagnostic process is too long, in particular when a second opinion is required. The faster an accurate diagnosis is made, the higher chances of survival. From doctor's perspective, there's a major shortage of radiologists and pathologists. About 5 times more are needed to cope with the current demand around the world. Also, the process relies on inefficient, disjointed set of legacy technologies. From data scientists and innovators' perspective, it's hard to obtain up-to-date, high-quality datasets needed to train and improve algorithms. An ideal solution would be a diagnostic process that is fast, cheap, and more accurate. Our answer to these challenges is a cloud platform that will enable patients and doctors to share images while providing an automated pre-diagnosis. Both doctors and patients will have access to a pool of experts to gain a second opinion to validate their diagnosis. Our vision is to foster an ecosystem of apps and algorithms connected by APIs, of which we aim to be the gatekeepers. Once the system is in place, the process will be 10 times more efficient than it is today. Data will be owned by the patient, available to doctors in accordance to GDPR and other medical information governance regulations. Our aim is to make high-quality cancer diagnosis available anywhere in the world, regardless whether you live in a rich or poor country. After examining the market, we decided to laser focus on prostate cancer to start with. This is the second most common in men, with over 1 million new cases every year. It is the most underserved type of cancer among our competitors. Our current solution is already more accurate and faster than the manual process. We have a working radiology web viewer plugin which automatically detects which area is affected by cancer and highlights that area so that the surgeon knows which tissue to remove. Today, in most clinics, the process of discovery and delineation is still done manually. We also created a working pathology web viewer that comes with an API. Alongside, we created a desktop software for a microscope camera. It allows for merging individual images using a deep learning algorithm, thus making the solution competitive with scanners, which are at least 10 times more expensive. Experts we came across prefer working with microscopes as they are more flexible and accurate. The prostate cancer diagnostic market is estimated to be worth $5.5 billion by 2025. Our solution is designed to capture a significant proportion of this market. This is just a small slice of the overall cancer diagnostics market, which we may tackle later on, as the tech know-how is highly transferable. There are many competitors in the space of AI-assisted cancer diagnostics. However, none of them specialize in prostate, and none of them combine the full workflow, which is a radiology and biopsy together, in a single tool. That makes us unique on a global scale. Our business model was heavily reliant on government and European grants so far. However, recently we received the first commercial contract worth 25,000 euros to adjust and deploy our pathology solution for educational purposes. This is great news, as when young doctors get used to our solution at the university, they will want to use it professionally. We have realized that for our solution to be implemented and used, we first need to build trust and buy-in within the clinical community. Therefore, we're pitching this not as replacing doctors, but supporting their work by providing a useful tool that makes pre-diagnosis in the background. We aim to work first with small and mid-sized clinics because they are more frugal and the decision-making process is faster once they see the benefits. We are also concentrating on fast-growth developing countries, especially Eastern Europe, not only because this is our neighborhood, but also because there is a hunger of innovation and wanting to catch up with the Western world. The regulatory requirements are not as costly, and there is a good availability of government and European grants supporting innovation. As this is an area that changes dynamically, we're building the business in an agile fashion, flexibly responding to doctors' needs and market shifts. At the moment, we're focusing on working with clinicians while fine-tuning the solution. We charge a license fee per workstation, and our web viewers are included as standard. In the future, in order to build up the ecosystem, we'll cooperate with device manufacturers, software companies, and insurance firms. We have a very strong world-class team. Our founder has built and sold software development company in the past. He has also built another already profitable AI company in the security space. We have on the board one of the best urologists in Poland. One of our developers was ranked among top 10 worldwide in his age category. I have been involved as a second in command in building a public health services company here in the UK from scratch to over 100 people. I have managed budgets in excess of £1 million annually and had been involved in bidding for, winning and mobilizing public health contracts worth over £1 million. We have strategic partnerships with academia and medical institutions in Poland and Germany. So, let's save lives together. If you have any questions, please do get in touch.